Can't hold myself
back. High heels,
red dress, all by yourself. Gotta catch my breath. Oh. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode.
I didn't realize you had started.
Yeah.
Great.
We have split our episode into two. This is part 2 of...
because there's just so much drama.
There was so much.
There was so much. No, it's just because there was a lot. We were going into lots of details.
Yeah. So we split it into
it.
2. So welcome to episode 2. We don't have favourites for today. Did we want a favourite? Did we have a favourite?
Nah, I have a favourite. Mine's a quick one. I just got 2 piercings.
Oh, yeah, cute.
I'll insert photos, but the one on my top ear, it's actually re-pierced. Yeah. Oh, actually, we talked about how in Thailand I lost my earring. Did we talk about that?
No, we haven't got up to that yet.
No, but in another episode.
I don't know.
We've talked about it in another episode. Anyway, so I got that one re-pierced and then I got one on this ear. I'll insert photos.
Yeah. My favourite, I have started scrapbooking.
Cute. My mum used to scrapbook.
It sounds like dumb, but my sister, this is all from my sister, she started scrapbooking her Contiki trip to Vietnam.
Oh, nice.
So then I was like, oh, yeah, cute. Aww. So I just started doing it too. I went and printed off 600 photos from office works. But I decided I wanted to do like multiple years. Yeah. So I've printed photos back from 2017. And I'm just going to do like a bit of each.
You know what's funny? I saw a TikTok that was like, I scrapbook, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. So I started getting photos together and I was like, oh, I'll just do like each month. Anyway, I had about like 70 photos in 1 month. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, that's way too much.
Yeah, I printed way too many photos and I'm definitely not going to use them all.
Yeah. But it's still nice to have photos printed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a hard copy. Also, I feel like it's hard because I don't have like nice photos. They're all like selfies.
Yeah.
Of like me with other people, and they're like bad angle or like random photos.
Some photos I printed, I was like, oh yeah, they're nice photos. And then when I got them, I was like, I'm not using that in my scrap.
Yeah,
like,
you're
why
not gonna put that
did I
in.
even bother?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
that's cute.
I'll update you when I'm further through that process.
Sure thing, chicken wing. We're in a bit of a food coma. We just ate some food.
Yeah, I really feel like drained right now.
Anyway, we finished off talking about...
We had our fight.
Just a recap here. Last episode, we cut it off before we started talking about our fight. So the next clip you will hear is the end of last episode before we get into the juicy stuff.
Yeah, and then that was a really good boat party. Went home. Yeah.
What did we do that night? Yes, we did. That was the night.
Oh, this is the night. Iconic night where Soph and I had an argument.
It was a friendly argument. It was not friendly at all whatsoever. Hey, look, we made a podcast after it, so we're fine.
We're fine. But basically what happened was...
I was being overprotective.
Yeah, Soph is the mum of the group. You are. But it was a bit like too much.
Yeah, I was being too overprotective.
And it was like lack of freedom. Basically what happened was we were all drunk, but we went out to a club. Yeah. And it was like a beach club. Like there was literally sand on the dance floor. We all enjoyed it. We were on our way home and Amy and I had made a pact earlier that night that we were going to swim on our way home. Now,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she did not know. Soph didn't know. Mind you, there's no waves. It's all flat and it's all very shallow. Yeah. So we were safe. But we had made a pact on our way home. We were going to like run away from everyone and go swimming.
That was the part, is the run away.
Run away. So we like kind of hung at the back of the group when we were walking and we were like, okay, let's go swim.
And I knew you were being sus the whole night. And so I was
we were drunk.
I was extra weary. See, even when I'm drunk, my intuition still kicks in and I could still like be, but I was like, I could tell you were being sus. And so I remember I just like kept walking and then it went very quiet. I was like, Caitlin's gone.
Anyway, and then we started running into the water. But Amy had one of the 4 boys, Amy had a little thing with. He was a great friend. He's really nice.
He's so
Love
lovely.
him. Shout out to Marcus. He's amazing.
Go Marcus.
And he came with us, and then another guy from the group came with us. Yeah. And we were all in the ocean, whatever. And God, this is where it gets frustrating because Soph was like, "Are you guys okay?"
I had come back and I was like, "Oh no, had I?" Yeah. Oh, you guys were literally running away and hiding from me. That was the issue that I first had with it.
So funny though.
You were literally running away from me like two childish children.
Because Soph was being so overprotective that we were kind of getting annoyed.
Like, said something, I would have been fine with it.
Yeah,
it's the fact
we
that
don't
it was
want to
like
cause issues. We just anyway.
Yeah,
I get cheeky
like,
when I'm drunk.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Anyway,
so I said to Marcus, I was like, right, I trust Marcus. He was like not that drunk.
A great guy as well.
I trusted him. I was like, can you just like make sure they get home safe?
Yeah. Whatever. Don't leave them alone. Like just whatever. Anyway, Soph had like followed up. She found us in the water.
No, I went back home after that.
Yeah, hold on, wait. You had everyone's stuff. Remember this? This is where I lost my clothes and your shoes.
And my shoes.
So Soph,
hence my anger.
Soph had a lot of stuff in her hands and she was like, right.
I had 3 bags on me. I had like 4 phones. Yeah. I had everything. Shoes, clothes.
Because Amy and I stripped off into our swimmers.
Everything.
Anyways, she must have not picked up my clothes. I don't think you saw him, or maybe, I don't know what happened.
I don't know. No, I think it was when we were walking back, you started to get back changed. Because when we were at the beach, you went in the water. Then I had your stuff because I grabbed my shoes, so I grabbed all your clothes.
So
we walked back
we were at the beach club.
Yeah, at the beach club.
I got in the water. Then I got out.
Yeah.
This is before Amy and I ran
And then as we walked back to our beach with our hotel, you got changed again.
I got changed again.
So I had given you your stuff.
Yeah. And I must have left it on the beach.
When you stripped to go into the water.
She didn't have it. She's gone home.
Not my fault.
She's gone home. And then I think, you were on your way back to check on us and you saw Amy and Marcus?
I think something in me was like, I don't know why I came back.
But
I think I was paranoid that maybe you didn't have your phone or something.
You were just worried.
And I was paranoid. I think you didn't have your phone. I think I had your phone.
Yeah, because I was in the water.
Yeah, and so I was paranoid, and so I went back, and Amy and Marcus were coming back, and that's what pissed me off because they had said,
I won't leave her.
I won't leave her, like, I promise.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
it's hard though, because like I knew Amy wanted to go back, so and I didn't want to ruin her night, so I was like, it's fine. I was drunk. I was like, it's fine, go, I'm fine.
Whereas the mama instinct in me was like, you're drunk, on the beach, by yourself, and can we just say, I left you drunk the few nights after, and you got lost. So that is why I didn't leave you.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, but she comes back, and for some reason, like you were just mad and I was mad.
Yeah, I don't remember what had happened.
Yeah, but you were telling me like, get out of the water. Like, I think you were just mad because you just wanted me to be safe and I just was being, leave me alone.
Reckless, yeah.
And she's like, get out of the water. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting out. Blah, blah. Anyway, we were full fighting. I got out of the water and I was like, just leave me alone. Stop trying to tell me what to do. Blah, blah. Anyway, Katie comes down. She's trying to be the mediator. Katie's being the mediator, kind of talking to me, talking to Soph. Soph storms off.
I literally left. I was done.
I walked back up to the room and went to bed.
You? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you walk up in front of me? And then you... Yeah, you did. I swear you walked off in front of me and then you...
Oh, I started walking off.
And then you were
then I was like, no, I don't want to go back to the room yet. So I hid behind one of the boats.
Yeah.
So there were boats like parked on the sand in the water.
No. I don't know where you hid, but you were walking on the sand.
Yeah, I was.
And then I was walking behind you, but you went somewhere.
So the sand, I was walking to the rooms, but we had to walk along the beach first. But the boats were parked up on the beach, but they were still in the water.
Oh, yeah, because then I screamed out, I know you're hiding from me.
And I ran into the water just to, like, squat down and hide. Like, mind you, it's not deep.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't deep at all. Like, I could go around the back of the boats and stuff. But, yeah, I was hiding from Soph because I didn't want her to, like, walk behind me. I was mad.
Yeah.
Anyways, then...
I take back from this. I was just being way too overprotective.
Yeah. And I just... didn't know how to express that I wanted you to stop.
Yeah, without being like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
I think there was definitely things on both ends.
Yeah, for sure. But like the next day, we literally made up.
I was so nervous. Do you know how nervous I was?
Sophie's like, she hates
freaking
me. She hates me. And I was like, I literally don't hate her.
I was in the room with Bob, because Bob and I were in the same room and you and Amy were in the same room.
Yeah.
And so I was in the room with Bob, and Bob was like, oh, I need to go get something from their room. She genuinely did. And so she went in and she was gone for like 20 minutes. And I'm sitting there in my own thoughts being like, she freaking hates me. Like, how do I...
Well, Bob
I knew it was all my fault. And so I was like...
No, it wasn't all your fault.
I was like, how do I come back from this? Like, I was actually like crapping my pants. And then Bob came back and she was like, right, let's go. And so we went into their room and I was literally like a scared little puppy dog. I was like...
And you literally came up to me like, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's fine, I don't care.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was
I'm sorry too. Like, I don't know how we made up, but we did. And then we just said like, I need you to trust me a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I knew what I was doing. I had full control, and I was being reckless, but I wasn't like dumb and stupid. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah. And I think that's what, in my mind, I didn't want you to be dumb and stupid. And I maybe didn't have faith in you that you wouldn't.
It's very weird because I'm not a person of conflict.
Because we'd made a pact before we went that we were like, stick together.
Yeah, and
like,
I told Soph, please, like, not watch out for me, but I said, if I get too reckless, rein me in a little.
Yeah, and this was before the Contiki, like before we left.
Yeah, so I completely understand why you got like that.
Yeah.
So it was fine, we made up, whatever.
Yeah, and I just want to add, that's when my favourite photo ever was taken after we made up that morning.
Oh, that group photo of us.
Yeah.
I'll pop it in right now.
You know the one I'm talking about,
right? Such a good photo.
Maya Bay. That's what the bay is called.
We got it. But yeah, that happened. We haven't really fought before.
No,
and
we've never.
I don't think I really
out.
fight with any of the girls that I dance with, like you guys.
No.
I don't think I've ever fought with you guys. I'm not a person in conflict. I don't like conflict.
No.
And so it was very weird when we had that headbutt.
And for someone like, we've been so close for years. And so for that to happen, I was like, shit, this is done.
This is the end of us.
We're over.
No,
that's
we're
it.
fine. We just have a podcast together now. Nah, all love.
Yeah. So that happened. And then like,
I think because we both know we just had the best interests at heart and just didn't go about it the right way.
We love each other so much. We just
what?
I don't know.
We just what?
I don't know.
Anyways. Oh, so we all made up that morning.
The morning we made up,
what did we do after?
That was the day we left. So we had a bit of time in the morning. Then we went back to the jetty. Mm-hmm. Not the jetty. What's it called? What's the place called where you get the boats in?
The dock.
Yeah. Let's call it the dock. We went back to the dock. We all met at Macca's, Sticky Rice.
Oh, yes.
I have to say,
Sticky Rice. That was our like... when Angus said sticky rice, we all had to like stick together and like bunch up.
Stick together like sticky rice. However, sticky rice is not like an us thing. It's an everybody thing. Like it's not just like our Contiki trip thing.
Oh, that's
it's
a bit
like
rude.
An everybody thing.
I don't know
because someone posted a photo on Instagram and someone commented, or the caption was sticky rice. And my sister, who was in Vietnam at the same time on a Contiki trip, then was like, you guys were sticky rice, but we were sticky rice. So I thought that was like just a specific to us thing. But no, it's like
it's just every Contiki
thing. But it makes you think like we're not really that special.
No.
Although,
I think the connections are special.
Yeah. Anyway, so we left
PB Islands to go to Krabi.
On a like a boat. This boat was different to the other one we had. Like there was seats underneath and then
I remember we were inside on the seats and literally Katie and I were sleeping.
You and I was there.
No, I meant like I know you were. I meant like Katie and I were on the same row sleeping.
I think we were all on the same row.
No, you were in the.
You sure?
You were in the.
I think we were all on the same row.
No, we wouldn't have fit.
Oh, maybe you were the row behind us. I swear someone was in my row because Amy was upstairs. When we like went in, like we went in and thought like, oh, everyone will come down, but like everyone went upstairs and we didn't know where they went, so we just stayed downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know who was where, But
Yeah,
we were sleeping.
fell asleep.
That's when I lost the earring in my ear.
How did that even happen?
We've
Did it just
talked
fall
about
out?
this on the podcast before. So if you've already heard this story, I'm really sorry. Skip this part. But for those who don't know, it fell out because it's a titanium one and it's like the screws on the front.
Yeah.
Anyway, it fell out. Oh, but it wasn't the one that got re-pierced that I just talked about. It was the bottom one because the other one I already had out because it was infected and I was letting it heal. The bottom one fell out and then I got worried because I didn't want to have to re-pierce both of them.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get the bottom one in, couldn't do it.
We couldn't because we all got our nails done before Thailand.
Yeah, and
so none of us
could do it. We were all stressing. And then finally one of the guys...
He had man fingers.
Man fingers and screwed it right on there. And it worked out, thank God.
Yeah, because we were stressing. And there were so many times that we like went to put it in and then we'd drop it.
And oh
so,
my
like,
God.
Eventually we were all standing there with our hands.
Yeah, because we don't want to drop it on the boat floor.
Because then it would have literally rolled. It would have been gross.
It would have been gross, yeah.
But also would have rolled
back
away.
In my ear. Ugh. Yeah, anyway, that happened. Then we got to Krabi.
Yeah, I sort of feel like Krabi was a blur.
It was a bit, but the place was really nice that we stayed in.
The hotel was beautiful.
The hotel was beautiful, the one that we stayed in. Oh, your room stunk, didn't it? Who was with Bobby?
Oh, me.
Yeah, didn't it smell?
I don't remember.
It smelled funky.
I have a
Yeah,
room
you guys thought it was like the toilet or something.
Oh, maybe it was.
And then you had to get people
I have a room tour of your room. With the fish. You guys...
With the fish. I don't know what that was about. Amy and I were being silly.
We all went into our own rooms and me and Bob were like down the hallway and you and Katie and you and Amy were next to Katie, I think. Or you were like a few doors
away.
But we were like all the way down the other side. It sucked.
And yeah.
And you were messaging us.
No, Amy and I were being stupid and we're like, what if we, I don't know, we like came up with a story. Like, what if we tell people like we have a fish in our room? Like that's pretty cool. Anyway, so we were like, guys, we have a fish. It's so cool. And you guys were like, oh my God. And then eventually
we were like, what?
You're like, we're here to see the fish. And we were like, oh.
Well, we were coming over.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, we'll come and see your
And you were like,
stupid fish.
where's the fish? And we were like, oh no.
It was literally
a joke.
No, but you had your phone set up with a fish video on it.
Yeah, Amy got a video of a fish. And just like popped it on her phone, popped it against the mirror, and she's like, "Yeah, the fish is right there."
Such idiots.
Yeah, I don't know. Amy and I got
the point of delusion. Amy and
I got really close on this part of the trip because I feel like we were in the rooms together. We were in the same room every time. Yeah, it was always you, Bobby, Katie. You, Bobby, Amy, and me, and then Katie.
Katie was with another girl.
Yeah, so I got close with Amy because we were just stuck together and we were just delusional.
Yeah, but what did we do?
That day?
So that night, was that the night we went out? Yeah, I think so. We arrived at the hotel and then we went out to the...
Oh.
That was the first club.
This is when we got...
This is the night you got lost. So we went out to like one of the local clubs and we walked. Did we have a group dinner that night?
No.
Oh, no, we didn't.
No, that wasn't that night.
We went out for...
We just went to the club.
Yeah, we just went out.
And we actually met another Contiki group there.
Yes, we were going to the pool that day. And as we were walking to the pool, there was like a group of 4 Aussie girls talking to them.
They like hated their group or something?
There was like weird things in their group. Their like group was on and off and stuff.
Yeah, like wasn't a vibe.
And so like we sat chatting. No, we were literally standing outside the lifts chatting to them for like 40 minutes.
About our Contiki.
About like Contikis
and like how we
stuff.
Loved our group and they were like, oh, you guys are so lucky. Like we didn't really get a good group.
I don't think they had like a bad group, but they didn't have a good group. Like,
no, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Compared to us, we were like bragging about our group.
Yeah, we were like, we got such a good group.
Yeah. Anyway, we met them later that night at the club. Yeah. I will say our group is definitely way better.
So good.
Like we got on the dance floor and our whole group, we were hyping each other up, like dancing.
And like we had like I think we all joined in like a massive circle.
Yeah.
And like their group was there and then their trip manager went in the middle and their trip manager was like, and then August went in the middle and like
August
killed it.
So good on the dance floor. He's got moves.
He had moves for days.
But it was so sick because the club, there was like a part at the front where
it was
you
just
could
like
stand.
tables. It was literally just tables.
And they let you stand on the tables. And so there was like, we all got up at one point and we were just dancing on the tables. It was great. Now, this is where it gets interesting.
They had like ping pong tables at the back.
Yeah.
And so...
For beer pong. Me, Amy...
We sort of all just went like down there.
Yeah.
Beer pong is very competitive.
Yes. We were very competitive.
Yeah.
Like we were all like, yes, let's do it. But they had their cups pre-filled. Now, this is why I don't understand why they do this.
I think what you had to do was throw it into the cup and there's water already in there so that like you put it in there and then you tip the water into out. Like a bucket that was sitting on the side. There was a bucket on the side and then you have a sip of your own drink.
Yeah. But we didn't realize that. It was Amy, me, and this other guy, Nick. And we were playing.
Was Marcus with
I think Marcus was there.
I don't think he was. Yeah.
I think Marcus and Amy were playing and Nick and I were playing.
Yeah.
I don't remember like exactly what happened. But basically they started drinking the water and so we thought it was okay. And then I tasted the water and I said, no, that's tap gross. Water.
Yeah.
I said I
remember having a sip and I spat it out.
I had swallowed a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, that's tap water. We shouldn't be drinking that. Amy had some too. Yeah, we felt fine. So we stopped drinking it, but we felt fine. Nick, however, the guy we were with, he was like, oh no, it's okay. He drank so many.
No.
Then later on, so everyone had been talking about how they were going to go get tattoos, right?
Yeah.
And I had said, oh, I really want to get a tattoo. If you go, let me know. I really want to go. I don't exactly know what happened because I knew they were going to get tattoos, but no one told me like they were leaving.
So I actually didn't know that everyone was going to get tattoos.
Yeah.
You and me were together. It was you, me and Amy.
Yeah.
And we'd lost the others. And then they somehow left.
Didn't tell us.
Like, not an issue.
Yeah. But Amy went too.
Oh, I think they had messaged us.
It was just you and me. Amy had gone with them.
Oh, yeah. So Amy had already gone. And then they must have messaged and said...
We're getting tattoos.
No, they didn't message yet. I remember I was like, everyone's gone. Like, I'm just here. Like, I'm just... Yeah. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
So me being nice after our fight, I left you alone.
She's like, are you okay? Like, she checked with me. She's like, are you okay to go home? I was like, yep, I'm all good. Because there was still 5 people from our Contiki there. So that was fine. Soph left. But I was kind of low-key pissed because everyone went and got tattoos without me.
Well, so I actually didn't know that people were going to get tattoos when I left. I left and I was like, I'm just going to go home.
Yeah.
I got halfway to my room. Like, I literally went up the elevator into the hotel.
Yeah.
I was halfway to my room and then someone messaged and said, oh, we're just across the road getting tattoos. So I was like, oh, like I don't want to go sit in my room by myself. Yeah. So I just went back out onto the road. I eventually saw them sitting in the tattoo parlor and I just went and sat down with them.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure Bob had said to me, we're going to go get tattoos, but I didn't register. They were leaving. Like no one said we're leaving now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was also drunk. So me drunk, I'm not really listening, you know?
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, cool. Yeah,
anyways,
cool.
This is the part of the night that I start to freak out because I realize, oh my God, I'm really drunk. Couldn't find Nick, the guy that was hanging out with us. Couldn't find him. I found 2 other people from our Contiki, but they were gone. They were smashed. And I said to them, I was like, please don't leave without me. And they're like, no, we won't. I went to the bathroom or I went somewhere, came back they were gone. Like couldn't find them. So I started to stress out. I was like, oh my God, because I have no idea how to get home, right? It's not as easy as it looks. And we walked pretty far.
It actually was easy.
No, it was easy. But I don't know how we got it wrong. So
our hotel, you literally like come out, you walk all the way down the street and then you get to the beach and then you turn right and you walk and then we were here. And so to get home, you literally have to walk up the street and the only way you can turn is left and then walk up the street.
Yeah. So I think I know where we went wrong. So
you didn't turn.
Listen.
You literally walk. Okay, you walk straight down the main street of a road, like busy road, bright lights everywhere.
Yeah. Look. Okay. I've eventually I'm like stressing out in this club trying to look for people. I found Nick. He's sitting, by himself, just sitting. I don't know what he was doing, just sitting. And I came up to him like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm just sitting. And I was like, oh, okay, well, everyone's gone. Like, should we go back? And he's like, yeah, let's go back. So I'm like, okay, great. I have someone to walk home with. I'm fine. We start walking and we're just chatting, blah, blah. We were both really drunk. And I said, all right, because I didn't know how to get home. And he was like, I don't know how to get home either. So it's like, all right, I pop it up in Google Maps. Popped it up. It took us. So we're on this beach. it took us on this beach trail, but I kid you not, where like it almost was like we're in the bush, and there was like, you know, like
in the jungle,
wood planks, and like there was stairs, and we're walking along this for ages. And I'm saying, I look at Nick and I'm like, I don't think we're going the right way. I think we're lost.
It was literally 2 straight roads.
Yeah, and I don't know
how you ended up in the jungle.
But I'm like messaging Amy like, oh my God, Amy, we're lost, because obviously she's in my room, so like she needs to like let me in.
Yeah.
I'm like, but we're lost. So Amy's like, no, don't worry, I'll come get you. And she brought Marcus with her, and they got in a little, what are they called? Tuk-tuk? They got in a tuk-tuk. So yeah, so they're coming in the tuk-tuk, and eventually like Nick and I found it back to the street, and so we just sat on the sidewalk waiting for them to come in the tuk-tuk, because I turned my location on for her to find me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because no one had any idea where you were.
I don't know how, like, I'm horrible at geography, I'm horrible at direction, but I thought Nick would have known for sure, but he was super drunk, so it's like, of course he didn't know. Anyway, they picked us up.
Hence my reasoning as to why I should not have left you.
They picked us up. This was really late, by the way, as well.
Yeah, it was. So I was dead asleep.
Yeah.
Like 2 a.m. or something.
Okay, picked us up. We went home. We slept. Anyway, the next morning, the next day we have a boat thingy. This is the boat where Nick felt really sick.
So this was a boat out to like the caves, and we were going like canoeing, and we stopped
like swimming.
It was like an exploration cruise.
Yeah.
The first one was like a boat cruise party.
This one was like actually exploring, but we still got to swim and everything.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was like sick. He was like trying not to vomit on this boat.
Was he like alcohol vomiting, or like
no? This is from the water.
The food poisoning.
Well, we think it's from the food poisoning.
Yeah,
because
he was like awful.
He was awful. He couldn't even sit up.
He
was laying on the boat. So yeah, Amy and I felt fine, but I did actually feel sick for a hot minute because I got my period that day. And I had the worst period cramps, but it was fine. We stopped at a beach. Yeah, we got out, did some swimming. That was actually, was a really nice place, that beach that we stopped at to swim.
The one at the very end of the day where I got all those scratches on my legs,
remember?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, that one. It was very nice. I wish we were there for longer. And it was a very overcast day.
It was a very overcast day, but it was still beautiful. Like, because it was so humid that it was really nice.
Stop it. So this is where we went to James Bond Island. James Bond Island is like a really famous, it's a national park. And then after that, we did the swimming. We went to the floating markets.
Oh my God, I missed the floating markets. Yes.
Do you remember the floating markets?
Now I remember.
So the floating markets, we got there, we sat down on like the pier and we had lunch, and then we walked through all these like little markets on the side, and there were like all these little cats on the markets and stuff. And then we got to this massive soccer field. Yeah. And it was like just a massive pontoon thing.
So to give context, this was like literally a soccer field floating on the water.
Yeah.
It was literally that.
It was so cool.
It was weird though.
And so I think the boys just started kicking the ball around, and then we were like, right, let's go and do
a soccer match.
We did a soccer match, and we did Aussies, because 95% of the trip was Aussies versus the rest of the world. Yeah. So there was like a few Americans. Canadian. There was someone from Greece. There was someone from Brazil. Yeah. It was so fun. And Aussies dominated because we had like all the sporty guys and stuff, and us girls. Katie was the best goalkeeper.
Oh, literally, she was so good. I didn't play because you
guys were starting to feel sick. Me and Katie played. I don't think Bob played either. Yeah. But like, I really didn't do anything, but Aussies played. And the funny thing was, because it was a floating island. Yeah. There was no sides to it or anything. Yeah. So when you would kick the ball, if you kicked it out, you had to jump into the water and get
the ball.
And so that was the best part, is that the boys were like purposefully kicking it out just to jump in the water. And it was so funny.
It was funny. It was so good. Oh. But yeah, that's when I started to feel sick. I don't know if Amy started then, but I know I started to feel sick then. Yeah. But I thought it was just my period, like my cramps, because sometimes I feel a bit nauseous. And I was like, oh no, it's fine. After the floating markets, is that when we went to that beach?
Yeah, so then we went to the beach.
Then we went to the beach.
I think by that point, everyone was a bit like seasick from the boat, tired. Like it was getting to that part of the trip where everyone was like, you could have had a day of like resting
Yeah.
before starting up partying again.
Yeah.
But we literally just gone like every single night, bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. Oh, that's this night.
No.
So we finished the boat party.
Not the boat party. Not the boat party.
The
boat
exploration cruise.
Yeah.
And I don't think there were any plans for dinner.
Everyone was like, "Oh, we're going out to dinner. Join us."
I think there was like a group of people who were going to go out to dinner. I don't think we were very hungry at all.
No.
We might have like sat and had Pringles or something. But then I think you guys were not feeling good at all. So
we
you
stayed in our room.
Stayed in your room.
Because we started to feel sick.
You also thought you had COVID.
Yeah, we thought we had COVID.
Then I don't know where Katie went, but Bob then went somewhere and I was left in the room by myself, and like no one was replying to my messages.
Yeah, because Amy and I, we were so sick that we were just trying to sleep it off.
Yeah.
So we went on our phones.
But then like Bob went up to the pool because she was on the phone to her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But then apparently everyone went up to the pool. And I was literally sitting in my room the whole time. Like,
yeah. You could, and then she didn't tell you.
No, I was like semi-depressed that night. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was like really
because you would have gone and
like I would have gone and done anything if someone had just shot me a message.
Shot me a message. Yeah. No, like, I get that.
I really thought everyone like wanted to do stuff without me that night. I'm not even kidding. I was genuinely like,
oh, that's so
upset in my room that night.
Whereas Amy and I just there in bed dying. Well, actually, we weren't dying yet. We just thought we were like, oh,
you were just sick. Like, yeah. So we didn't.
Anyway,
I think everyone, and then Bob came back to the room, and I think she could tell I was like pissed off, and like we just slept that night.
The next morning, another activity that was planned was rock climbing.
Oh, rock climbing!
Amy and I woke up and both felt so nauseous. We were sitting around the toilet, like we were both going to throw up.
Did you?
No, I didn't throw up there. But we were very nauseous. We knew straight away we're not going rock climbing. There's no fucking way. Yeah. We were like so bad sick. And then this was also Nick was still sick, and now Marcus was sick.
Yeah.
So all four of us were sick, and everyone else was going rock climbing. Which is why
we put it down to the water.
Yeah.
Because we thought that was what it
all four of us had the water. We decided that day, okay, we'll stay in. We're going to nap. Yeah. Like us four are just going to nap, and then everyone went rock climbing.
Didn't go rock climbing because she was taking care of you guys, and then she wanted to have a day to herself. She might have gone and like bought drugs for you guys or something.
Yeah, she went. I think she went and got us stuff.
Yeah, and then she just had like
explored herself.
Day. Yeah,
like she explored by herself.
Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, whatever. They went rock. You and Katie went rock climbing.
Me and Katie went rock climbing, and it was so much fun. I was hella scared. Like I got there and I was like, oh, like I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like I've done rock climbing before, but I was actually so scared because this was the reason. It was free rock climbing. Like
that is scary.
Bouldering? No,
I don't know
what it's like. It's not like you go rock climbing on a wall where it has like your red and your orange and your blue like little things, like it's and you know where to hold.
It's a real rock.
It was the rock. Like we'll put in photos and videos.
Yeah.
But it was like insane. And so when we got there, the guys started like, and these are Thai guys, they started climbing the rock without like the harness or anything, like without the rope connecting on, because they had to climb up and then hook it on. Yeah. So they had like halfway up the little latches to hook onto, but they did that and it was so cool. And like everybody else on our trip was amazing and like so strong and like determined to do it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, right, I'm going to do it. And then every time I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I was so scared. Scary. Everyone did like, I'll put in clips of like weird, there was like tall as ones that went so high.
Yeah.
There was ones that like you had to like Spider-Man jump up the walls.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Like, and people did these like in like not record times, but like they did them so fast.
Yeah.
So then I started and I was like, it was so hard.
Yeah.
Like just like pulling your whole body weight up there was so difficult. But I started doing it and then like I got halfway and I was like, no, I can't do it anymore. But everyone was so supportive. Yeah. Like they all kept like all the guys like they had like a laser thing to point where to go to if you didn't know, or like they were helping you, they were like pulling you up as much as they could. Everyone like all the whole group was like cheering everyone on.
That's so nice.
It was so nice. And like I almost didn't make it. And then there was a part like right at the top that you had to touch like the last hook or something, and like I couldn't quite get to it, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just jumping, and I just jumped and hit it, and then I was like swinging back and forth, and I was like, you know what, I looked like an idiot, like the video of me, I looked like an idiot, But I just I was so glad to get up there and get it done.
Yeah, well, while that was all happening, Amy and I started off in our rooms, and then Amy wanted to go see Marcus because Marcus was also sick. And so we went to his room, and then Nick came into his room too, and Nick got us food because we were hungry. And then we all just napped. Like literally just all day just napped because we all were so sick. And then, everyone came back, and the plan was to go to dinner and then go to that fight.
Was that this night? I think that was the next night.
No, we left the next morning. Oh, wait.
Was the night we went and got Macca's the night before? I think that was the night before. Because you were like
I was yeah.
Yeah, and you wanted food.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that was the night before. But this night, everyone was supposed to go to dinner.
Last night.
And I said to Amy, I was like, there's no way I can't go to dinner. We didn't go to dinner, but then we got up the courage to go to this.
No, we did. You did come to dinner. That was this dinner. Yeah. Remember when you did my hair?
Oh, and were we still sick then?
No, you were better.
We were better. That makes sense.
I don't know how you turned around that quick in a day, but you definitely did.
I don't know.
We got back from rock climbing and we went to lunch. Then we just had a chill afternoon, so you guys must have rested.
Yeah.
Then we went and had our final tour meeting, and we wrote all of our messages to August.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
I said, "Dear August, thank you for being an amazing trip manager. It felt like you were more of a friend to us, and we really enjoyed it. Thank you for always coming to party with us, giving the best recommendations, and constantly making us laugh and smile. Bless. I'll miss you so much. Hope you enjoy Paul's Instagram."
That's funny.
Paul was one of the rock climbing guys.
Yeah.
Love it.
I remember that. Yeah, so we went to that meeting, and then Amy and I were like, okay, we'll go to the dinner.
Yeah.
Went to dinner, felt fine. I don't think I really ate much though.
No, I think we all got fried rice or something and didn't have a lot.
And then we went to the...
We weren't sure if we were going to go.
What's it called?
Mai Tai.
Mai Tai.
We weren't sure if we were going to go, but then it was we were all it was a bit like
last
the first night. We were shall we go to the
ping
ping pong show? Stuff it, it's the last night.
Yeah, so we were let's go to Mai Tai. Yeah. I felt horrible.
Everyone went. We all bought a ticket to go.
I felt horrible.
It was fun though.
It was fun, but I was sitting there I'm going to throw up. It was good though. It was very interesting to see. Yeah, it was so different. Full on
it's the
get
kicking,
at each other.
Punching.
My
one.
God. Yeah, that happened. And then we went home, right?
Yeah, there was... we were close to going out after that, but I think there were some people who were yeah, it's the last night, let's go.
Oh, we decided going
Remember
out
Mike?
Not going out. Yeah.
Mike was trying to convince us all to go.
And I was nah.
Nah.
I was I'm not going out.
So we all just went sick, back. So. Yeah, we all just went back to the hotel.
Yeah, went back, slept. Next morning we left. We went out for our last meal.
Did we?
Yeah, remember we gave all that extra cash.
Oh, we took the bus back.
Yeah.
We took the bus back. We got our last group picture.
This is the next day.
Because some people were heading straight to the airport and some of us were going back to Phuket.
Yeah.
So we then went back to Phuket and dropped our bags off at the hotel because we got back at midday.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to leave for
a while till 5.
5. So we went
out for lunch.
Yeah, there was a whole, it was majority of us. I think there was only 4 of our group who weren't there or something.
Yeah, so majority of us were there. We went out for lunch and we had so much leftover cash.
We ordered, there was so many of us, we ordered and we were oh, this is going to be so expensive.
It was
so we all
cheap.
start pulling out our cash and there were 100 baht each or something and we were
what? It was barely any money. And then so we decided, we were we'll give them some money.
Because we all had so much leftover cash and we were just
and they were so happy about that. They were oh.
Because I was we need to just give it to them and leave because they're going to think we're scamming them or something.
Yeah.
And so we left. We started to leave and they were oh, change. We were no, we don't want change. We don't want change. It's all for you.
So
keep
cute.
it. And they were so thankful and so grateful for it.
Yeah. And
it was so nice just sitting around having a... Because I don't think we'd had many meals that were like that.
No, not with
apart
everyone.
from the last night. But
yeah, we did that and then we hung around till 5.
We went around...
We went around shopping.
Yeah, shopping for a bit. We didn't do heaps.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot.
We chilled by the pool.
Literally.
Back in the pineapple suite.
And the pineapple suite. It just had pineapples on the wall, didn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Then we obviously went to the airport, got on the plane.
Yeah. Oh, that plane ride. So we had like a 3 and a 2 on the way back. 3 seats and a 2. And you, me and Amy sat together because we were like sort of sick.
We were all kind of sick, yeah.
And we were like coughing, but we were coughing to ourselves.
We were fine. Then the amount of people on the plane that were sick though.
Yeah, Katie and Bob were both like, they're both like the healthcare girls. And so they
don't want to get sick.
They masked up. They thought we had COVID.
We didn't.
But we got on the flight and that was the worst flight I've ever been on. Okay, it was the best flight because I slept the entire thing and I've never slept an entire flight.
I was so sick.
Oh, everyone around us
was coughing.
Literally everyone coughing their guts up, coughing their lungs up. We were coughing. It was disgusting. I'm sorry for that. That's so gross.
It was gross.
But it was disgusting.
Yeah. It was bad. Anyway,
just that whole end to the trip was awful.
Yeah.
That flight.
The bags.
So we touched down in Sydney Airport at like 11.
I don't remember what time.
No, I think it was like 10 a.m. or something. We landed and we're all like, oh, got to wake up because we're landing. So we all wake up and then they're like, oh, we just have to sit on the tarmac for 10, 15 minutes.
Because we were early.
Because apparently we were early and apparently they didn't have a gate for us. So we sit there. Then an hour, I fell back asleep.
Yeah.
An hour later, I woke up and we had not moved.
But then eventually
we got a gate. Then we get off the plane, like easy smooth going through customs. Get to baggage claim, waiting there.
2 hours go by. I kid you not, 2 hours. Sitting there waiting for our bags.
It was probably about an hour and a half that no bags had turned up from the flight whatsoever.
And we're all sitting there waiting.
Literally everybody from our flight was surrounding us, around the baggage claim.
Yeah, and they were making an announcement on the big speaker going, if you're on flight, whatever it was, your bags are coming.
Yeah,
you just have to wait another 20 minutes or something. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, just get me home. I thought I was going to throw up. I was like, get me out of here.
It was just so frustrating. Then finally our bags start coming. And I remember that was funny. Our dance concert DVD had been like posted that morning, literally as we had landed. So we had time to sit there and watch the whole concert.
Which is good.
By the time our bags came out.
Yeah.
But that was the worst.
It was
like
bad.
3 hours getting through Sydney Airport. It was awful.
Yeah. We eventually got out. And if anyone's curious, I did throw up.
Did you actually?
But
yes, I remember that. Yeah, I remember.
I think I'm pretty sure it was like the next day or that night. Yeah. I was supposed to work the next day.
Oh, and then really?
Vacation care. And I said to my sister, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can work because she's the boss at her vacation care. And she's like, you'll be fine. Because I seemed fine. But then that night I threw up. And I was like, I don't think I can work. And she's like, yeah, no. You can't work.
That's funny.
It was bad.
I remember that night I went to sleep at, it would have been like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
And I think I woke up at 12 p.m. the next day. I literally had like 15 hours sleep.
I remember the next 3 days I was sleeping so much. I don't know what it was. But anyways, overall, really good trip. Like one of the best trips I've been on.
Trip of a lifetime.
And Contiki, 100% recommend. If you're going away, do a Contiki because they're so good. You meet great people.
Yeah. I had said this the other day that going on a Contiki in a group versus going on a Contiki as a single was so different. Because there were times on our trip, we had a lot of like people go single. But we also had a lot of like couples and groups. Yeah. Like going in a group, it was amazing because it was a trip of a lifetime. And I'm so thankful that I get to share that with my best friends and like have those photos and those memories to look back on.
Yeah.
But I remember there were times where like I remember the Elephant Sanctuary. We went to get lunch. Yeah. Like we got a plate of lunch and we went and sat down anywhere. And I was like, all the singles are sitting together. Like I want to sort of like sit and talk to people.
We wanted to like disperse.
But I remember I went and sat down and everyone was like, Sophie, why are you not sitting with us? I'm like, I just want to like
it's
talk.
It's hard. Yeah.
All the singles were sitting together. Not like singles, but like all the people traveling solo were sitting together and like interacting because they didn't have anybody else. Whereas we had everyone else to fall back on.
Yeah. But we wanted to get to know everyone, but it was hard because we also didn't want to split up because we're on the holiday together. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, but I feel like it also just took us a couple of days to get used to everyone.
Yeah, whereas I think we had each other to fall back on.
Yeah.
But
a bit more comfortable.
All the singles had
No one.
No one. So they were just very open. Anyways.
Sorry if you can't see me if you're watching on YouTube. My battery just died for the camera, but you can just watch Soph's beautiful face. That's pretty much our Contiki and what happened and like the rundown. But I would highly recommend Contiki. Go on it, do it. It's so good.
Yeah. I was going to say, what do you rate the trip out of 10?
Oh my God. Even though I got sick,
I was going to give it like, try to like break it down into different parts, but like, I feel like
overall, 9.
Yeah, I reckon.
The 1 is because I got sick.
Yeah, because like we had an amazing group. Mm-hmm. We had an amazing trip manager. We
did so many good things. Like the boat party.
The trip. Just like the organised.
Yeah.
Trip was amazing. Mm-hmm. It was amazing. I'd give it probably like a 9.5.
Really?
9.5. Yeah.
It's gonna be so hard to beat that.
I know, but I feel like anywhere you go is like different.
Yeah,
because I feel like I'd also love to do like my sister did Singapore and Vietnam.
Oh yeah,
I feel like that would be great. I also feel like that would be more cultural.
Yeah, it would be
exploring touristy type than Vietnam, ours was. Yeah. But I feel like it would still be amazing. Europe would be amazing. Greece. Oh, Contiki around the Greece islands.
Beautiful.
So beautiful.
But that's it for overall our Contiki chats. That's it. We hope you enjoyed.
Yeah. If you have any questions for us on our Contiki tour, let us know. What? Are you okay? Did you just like malfunction then?
Yep.
What did you even say?
I was going to say feel free to message. And I was like, feel free to message. We hope you stay tuned for next week as well, because we do have a great episode coming up, and that's it. Why are you laughing at me?
You're saying that because we don't even know what we're doing next episode.
But it will be great.
Always.
Okay.
You just said it with so much confidence, and I was like,
you got to be positive, okay? I'm putting it out into the universe. That's what I'm doing. I wish the camera could see my face right now.
I'll get a photo. Hold on.
I'm literally sitting here.
Go on.
Crossed arms.
Finish the outro. Go on.
On this camera. Yes. If you... This is such a bad thing. What is happening with my hair? It's falling.
There has been no issue with your hair at all this whole time, but now when it's right in front of you...
Well, it's because I can't see it. Anyway. Make sure to follow us on all platforms.
Name
Instagram, them. TikTok, Spotify, YouTube... All at the same handle, Sassy and Sober Pod. I almost forgot. That's it. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. My ears hurt so much.
Anyway, that's it. Bye, guys.
Bye.